towering over everyone as well. And it'll be interesting to see how those guys can make a difference. And I'm excited because for these players because they're getting to play in one of the best organizations, and Mosley I think is the one that's really going to fit in there.
Next selection, the Cornwall Colts.
Cornwall Colts.
Going to the Ottawa Valley Titans, not the greatest success in the past few years from their AAA teams, but man, it's been the year of the Titans so far. 3 out of the four selections have been from the Titans program.
Cornwall Colts select from the Eastern Ontario Wild, Hayden Bowen. Cornwall Colts select from the Eastern Ontario Wild, defenseman Nicholas Ellie.
So Braden Bowen is the one guy that I want to jump in to. He's a tall two-way defenseman, and we really saw him grow his game this year. We saw him come out and be a little bit more offensive this year, and that was something that the Eastern Ontario Wild were really looking for. He's a tall defenseman, and he's got some very good skating abilities, and he's surprisingly nimble for his size. He moves fairly well up and down the ice, and I really like that pick for this Cornwall team. And for Ellie, another good size two-way defenseman, shows great vision in the offensive zone, and the scouting report on him is that he's going to be a solid CHL player and could have a chance to play some NCAA.
Josh, who do you see the Hawks four selections?
I think they're going to go right after it. I think they're going to pick up David Goyette. He's someone that's been on their radar for the entire time. As for their second pick, it's pretty much up in the air right now, but I think Goyette's going to be the guy that they go after first.
The Hawkesbury Hawks are proud to select with their first pick, David Goyette. Second pick, we are proud to select Maverick Lamoureux.
Yeah, he's an impressive player. He had 94 points, I believe, this year with the Eastern Ontario Wild. He's just an unbelievable prospect, and I think he's going to fit in on that high-flying Hawkesbury Hawks offense. He's really complemented that top line for the Eastern Ontario Wild very well. He's a strong skater, a complete playmaker, and he's an extremely dynamic player that's really going to fit in well. And I think he'll be an all-star in this league, and really probably one of the biggest names to be picked up here so far in the early of the first round.
Well, we saw the likes of Connor Locker go pretty mid-first round with Canada's first selection this year. David Goyette is probably like one of the best players in this draft that is available. And for the guy, recall watching one of his games against the CIH, one of the school teams, scored 10 points and 13-1 win. So got some exceptional talent heading to Hawkesbury come this next season.
The next pick in this draft,
Also, we hear General Manager Ian Henderson make the selection as he does step to the podium right now.
The Canada Lasers are pleased to select their first pick from the Upper Canada Cyclones, Jorian Donovan.
Of the Canada Lasers.
With our second pick, we're pleased to select from the Upper Canada Cyclones, Ben Bujol.
this year to help them actually pick up these two guys. And Ben Build is an impressive AAA player. He's a big forward. He's got a lot of offensive potential, and he's going to get some chance now to play with some pretty good guys. And Jordan Donovan is another guy. He was actually one of the captains of the Cyclones team. He's a positive impact player, he's a defenseman. He's got good poise with the puck, and that's something that you don't see often with younger players. And he's able to make smart offensive decisions with the puck. And his first pass is really something that I think the Canada U18 team is really going to benefit from his game this year.
Well, the Canada Lasers go a little out of district from their regular target, 2 Cyclones players. And of course, Blue Eagles residents in Richmond, so a little closer to the Canada Recreation Complex and the North Granville Municipal Complex at the Kemptville
Next
73
selection is the
play out.
Kemptville 73s.
Right now, boys. Josh, you see you guys can
Now, like we said, they're looking for a goalie. I think Jacob Oster, without a doubt, is going to be their number 1 pick. And, I think another guy that they could target as well is Hunter Neal. I bet you he'll probably be picked.
We're proud to select from the Upper Canada Cyclones, Jacob Oster. Selection from Ottawa Myers, we're proud to select Kai Dunas.
The number 1 scorer on the Myers Automotive Group team. I haven't seen much of him this season, but I think he'll be fairly at home with this Kemptville team. And taking Jacob Oster, we knew that was coming, and it'll be interesting to see how he fits in. Probably going to be the number 1 goaltender next year for this Kemptville 73s team.
Yeah, for a team in Kemptville that lost Jonathan Lemaire a couple months back at the OHL trade deadline, with the Wolves trading Jake McGrath to Niagara and really Pekka Lukinen taking the role. Lemaire slides in as the backup, so they had to call up goaltenders all over the place throughout the second half of this season, and they solved their goaltending needs with a great pickup here in the first round. And then their second pick, like you mentioned, Josh, a guy that really is an undercover, a sleeper pick, and you never know, could prove us right here coming in to next season.
Next selection is the Navin Grads.
Navin's an interesting team. They're one of the team that has the Wild in their district, but I think they could go away from the Wild. I actually think that Max Seguin could be a guy that they're looking to pick up. He's an amazing offensive talent in the AAA league, and hopefully for Navin, he can fit right in there.
With our first selection, the Navin Grads are very proud to select from the Ottawa 67s forward Max Seguin. Our second selection, we're also very proud to select from the Ottawa 67s forward Christian Barini.
Yeah, interesting to see them not going with the Wild right away. I think Okatundu will be a guy that they target just a little bit later in the draft, but Seguin for sure is a huge pickup for them for sure. He's not only a top scorer, he's a very character guy, and he's a smart hockey player, and he'll be a guy that could be a leader for that team. He's wearing an A this season with the 67s, and really just an impressive kid, and I've been impressed with everything that he's done this season on and off the ice.
So for a team that was really young going into this season and didn't really carry a lot of players, they often only played with 6 forwards, and they add to their depth at the forward position, and these are 2 guys that are really energy guys. They provide some size and a lot of speed, so it could really help Navin come next season. And Navin's going to be a really exciting team. They're not going to lose too many guys. Even their goaltenders are really set because of the 2 or 3 goaltenders that they do carry. So now it could be a really good team that'll be in contention come next year.
Yeah, now Barini, the other player that they picked up, he's a very high-skilled player. I think the one thing for him that other teams were maybe looking to stay away from was just his inconsistent effort level. But I think with him going to a U18 team, he'll have to pick it up as the Raiders, the hometown team, make their way up to the board right now.
Josh, of course you follow the Raiders junior team quite closely. Who do you see, or what type of player, excuse me, do you see the Raiders going?
Well, I think they're looking for defense mostly.
Welcome everybody, thank you for coming. With our first selection, the Nepean Raiders are very proud to select from the Ottawa 67s, Michael Drost. With our second selection, we're very proud to select from the Upper Canada Cyclones, Michael Baird.
But they had watched Baird and they really liked him, and I actually really like Michael Baird as well. I think he's going to also fit in very nicely with this Nepean Raiders squad, and